This is the way.
This is the way. This is the way.
Bobby, I didn't think I'd ever need to tell you this, but I would be a bad parent if I didn't. Soccer was invented by European ladies to keep them busy while their husbands did the cooking.
Fine. If you're a superhero, what were you in prison for?
Integrity. I made a vow to have peace, no matter how many people I have to kill to get it.
You know, it's funny.
What?
You're a wiener!
I'm about to bang your ass, and you're asking me for help?
Bang my ass?
Yeah, bang your ass.
Okay. You mean, okay. I've never heard it said that way.
What? Bang?
You mean beat me up?
You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You bumped into the ceiling, which now has to be washed and sterilized, so you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I hope you start dressing goth.
Definitely. All right, go ahead.
Wearing makeup and shit.
Yeah.
Are we starting?
Yeah, that's a good way to start.
Keep that intro.
You're listening to Comic Can Coozie, your weekly podcast for all your geeky garbage, kitschy comedy, and nerdy news. I'm Cole.
I'm Adam.
And I'm Tayler.
Tayler, you're fucking disgusting.
What did I do now?
So I had to go in to take a dump.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I went downstairs to use the bathroom.
Oh.
Okay.
You know how
in his own private bathroom in
My
Taylor's
own
home?
private bathroom.
You're judging
So-
him?
So, you know how sometimes,
sink.
like, if you put milk into, like, your soup gets, like, a skin on it?
Yeah.
The urine that was left in your toilet that you never flushed had a skin on it.
It's been coagulating.
Do you think, Cole, that I have time? Or honestly, I know what it is.
If you don't have the time
It's
to
actually
flush the
bad.
toilet,
you're supposed
you
to
probably
conserve
don't have the time
water.
to wash your hands.
You pee, don't. Poo, do.
Here's the deal.
Or there's some rhyme like that. There's
If it's yellow, let it mellow.
There you
If it's
go.
brown, fry.
See,
that's
you-
disgusting.
you
Yellow,
know
then
it.
it's mellow yellow. And drink it.
Yeah.
I have discovered,
Uh-huh.
and actually Deanna's been one to point this out, and it's gotten good over the years, but she's like, I honestly think you have undiagnosed ADHD or ADD.
Okay.
And I said, well, I've actually been
Diagnosed.
with a PhD, and she's like, what's that? Pretty hard dick.
Whoa! Zinger!
Zinged. But
And she took you straight to the bedroom for that one.
it just slapped me in the balls. She's like, you know what? Let's pull those pants up. I'm like, okay. And she just went, whap.
Yep.
No.
Bad boy.
I'm not doing
Bad.
this. So anyway, yeah, that's my life as we know it. Hey, Cole.
Yeah.
I got these ashtrays.
Yeah.
Do you like them?
They're cool.
I want to go back to your pee. What if your pee
yeah.
is just chunky right away?
If it just comes out jello.
Yeah, what you're getting mad at him for letting it sit forever. What if he just pees that way?
Yeah, what
Then
if that
you should
was-
probably get it checked out.
That was literally just 20 minutes ago, Cole.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Then you need to stop eating packets of pectin.
Your pee just comes out like a gel. Just
Yeah. Oh shit! Reminds me of this TikTok I saw.
Oh, great!
And
I didn't receive it.
No, and I should have sent it. Cole would have loved it.
I'm sure.
This guy goes to this barbecue place.
Okay.
Orders the ribs, and he gets a side of coleslaw like you get at any fucking place.
Yeah.
Except for, okay, we'll get into that here in a second. But but he's mixing around his
coleslaw,
right? And he asked the waitress, "Is there cheese in this coleslaw?" Because as he's mixing it, it's, you know, like how cheese gets stringy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what the coleslaw looks like. And she's like, "No." He's like, "Oh my God." Definitely wouldn't be eating that, but hey, what are you going to do?
Maybe they put extra, like,
What would
made
do
it
that?
super sugary or something? Something that they sweetened it up with something. I'm hoping that it was not something that went bad.
Hopefully not. But hey, Cole.
Yeah.
I got these ashtrays here. And they got a great story behind them.
Oh, because
no
they cost.
one knows what you're talking
they
about
cost
'cause you're
a
not
quarter.
speaking in a
There's
microphone.
ashtrays sitting
Sorry.
on tables next to these microphones.
Yeah. So I got these ashtrays here. Great story behind them. went to the garage sale last weekend, and Deanne says, "I'm going to pick these up for the guests that come over," and I said, "Sure." Brings them up to the table. Guy tells Deanne, "I've got a great story for these," and Deanne says, "I love good stories." He's like, "Yep, I used to be a smoker back in the 70s."
It's a wonderful story.
It's like,
And then that's it.
that was it. We thought maybe they.
He inherited
Oh, wait,
him
I
from
guess
an
he
elderly.
did. I guess he did say. And then I quit smoking, he said. And,
That's why I don't need him
and
anymore.
Then my guests would use them. It's like, what kind of story is that,
Great
bro?
story.
It's
is
the
like
best.
Not even a story.
Hey,
great
it makes a good
would've
story
been
for
more like
you.
If it were like from Pulp Fiction, where he was in a war and he had to smuggle him out of a prison camp in his butt, you know.
Now that would have been a story.
And then it was passed on from one generation to the next. Yeah, that's a dumb story.
These are first generation ass trays. They came out of my ass.
So our Facebook is fucking stupid.
Okay.
Well, okay.
Thanks,
So-
Zuckerberg.
Wow.
Last week, Adam asked the audience a question about lasagna or whatever, the listeners.
Yes,
on
about
whether
the
they
edge of
want
the pan and
Oh, okay.
the corner pieces and stuff.
yeah.
Okay.
So someone
okay.
I think tried to answer it. One person tried to answer the.
Okay.
So we got one comment,
It's working.
and Facebook. I can't read the comment because Facebook says that the comments are filtered in order of relevance.
Well, you just have to click.
It's like it's the only comment. It's the most relevant one.
Nope. They also read the comment.
I don't
They're
even
like,
know-
this
Not
has
really.
nothing to do with lasagna.
I don't even know who it's from.
It's a spammer that's trying to get with you.
Yep.
I got one of those the other day
Oh yeah.
on Snapchat, actually.
Oh.
And
An
she's-
invite to
No, it was
accept
like
a
it
friend
was-
request.
It was some random chick named Jeremy. That was her name.
Yeah.
And she sends me this message, and I'm like,
check out my nudes,
no. I'm like,
Jeremy.
okay, Jeremy, I'll bite, because she sent me a picture of her, quote picture of herself. And I'm
Oh,
like,
sure.
Okay, I'll bite. I'll see if she's having a conversation with me or not. So I said, oh hi. I said I thought Jeremy was a dude's name. Doesn't respond. She just tells me about how she came from Ukraine. And it's fucking bullshit that the war is happening, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay.
Please
That,
send.
that common Ukrainian name of Jeremy.
Jeremy, yes.
Please send money.
So I thought, well, maybe it's just well, whatever. So I continue what I'm thinking as a conversation. Definitely not a conversation, but she's like,
Well, it's a completely different language.
well, I guess.
It's English isn't Jeremy's first language.
So she sent me some videos of herself in lingerie.
Oh.
And I'm like, that's pretty funny. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, how many people get duped into this? It's got to be a bunch, right? Otherwise, they wouldn't do
I
it.
mean, duped?
Well, to jump, because then she sends you a link to her OnlyFans page.
Well, sure.
And then I'm wondering how many subscribers she gets by, or whoever it is, by doing that.
Who knows? I
Smart
suppose
way to- I
horny
don't-
enough guys will be like, okay, I guess I'll check it
I
out.
guess I'll
I
check
mean,
it out.
and after about half an hour of checking out her OnlyFans, you're like, this isn't Jeremy.
This doesn't look like a Jeremy. Not at all. But, Cole, I went out to the Big Ugly today.
Okay.
Yeah, Cole's very interested.
So interesting.
No, I just want to say I went out there today.
That's good. I've been avoiding their special sales out there because I figured it would just be an animal house.
I thought, it wouldn't be because it is so far out of the way. Mm-hmm. But no, it was.
Yeah, I figure
Crazy.
like you go on a Friday to the regular store and it's a line around the corner and you just can't move anywhere in that store. I assumed it was going to be the same at the Big Ugly. And they did a special sale last night for out there too. So I don't know. Maybe at some point I will look into it and try it. But I'm not prepared at this point to
Not ready
deal
for
with
it.
what again. I mean, you were there, so you can tell us it was crazy.
There was just a lot more people than I thought there would be.
Yeah, okay.
And I scored a racing wheel, Cole, that hooks up to the computer.
Cool.
And
Yeah.
I can pretend I'm a Formula One driver.
Yeah, are you gonna make your Twitch videos of you learning how to drive? You should do one of those semi truck simulator or something, and then you can get the trucking jargon.
Learning the culture of Monaco through pretending to be a Formula One driver.
Or or just learning the ways of the lot lizards. But doing truck driving.
Yeah.
But here's a funny deal. So I'm gonna talk shit to my brother-in-law for a second because that guy's a shithead. So my brother-in-law and my sister moved recently, and they asked my parents if they could use their van and their trailer to,
Get
some
moved
stuff.
from one place to another.
Yeah. So my brother-in-law is I'm going to use this.
A jack of all trades.
No, I'm going to use this term lightly. A
Jack
license.
off
What do you call it? A CDL.
Yeah, okay.
He's got a CDL
certified,
license.
yeah.
He's a certified guy.
Yeah.
So, my sister, famous last words, says to my dad, "Dad, are you sure you want Chris driving?" He's like, "And backing this trailer in?" My dad's like, "He's got a CDL license. This should not be an issue. If he backs in trailers, semi-trailers, he should be able to handle this."
Yeah.
Well, my dad's got a Ford Econoline van, kind of like mine, but bigger. It's the
Yeah.
350.
Okay.
And
Bit longer.
a little bit longer,
Yeah.
yeah. So Chris drops it off after they're all done. Put a fucking dent and a hole, just ripped a hole in the side panel of the van.
It was like, here's a van. See ya. He probably
but it
hit a
looked like
pole or something.
No, it looked like he jackknifed it. And then just fucking sent it, dude. And he didn't tell my dad about it. He just dropped the fucking car off and then bolted.
Acted like it never happened.
And then on the way home, he tells my sister, "Yeah, I kind of dinged your dad's car."
I dinged it?
Dinged it, dude. You put a fucking 12-inch gash in the side of the van. My dad, needless to say, was pissed.
Oh, really?
And what are the
I wouldn't
repercussions?
expect that reaction.
I don't know. I'll talk about that later, but
I'm
it's
curious.
like, what
Follow up with this tale.
Okay, I'll follow up right now. So my sister is renting my grandma's house.
Okay. Oh, this was an in-town move
Yeah,
then?
so they're renting my grandma's house from my dad,
Okay.
basically, because
Sure.
my dad is the steward of their affairs and such.
Yeah.
And so he's like, "Well, just gonna add it onto your rent, fuck you guys."
Good.
So exactly. Good.
Yeah.
Get that money back.
Yep.
And then a victim when they don't pay it. Tell them not to come to Christmas.
I got some little family drama we can talk about. But that one I'll save for after the fact, because, yeah, he's a piece of work. Anyway, Cole, you showed me a picture of a spider.
Yeah, that big ass spider that
Charlotte's
we
web,
went
dude.
out picking wild plums yesterday. Me and my pop, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So while we were doing it, we found this big ass spider, and we're like, "Oh, that's really cool." So we took a picture of it, and I put it up yesterday. I didn't know what kind it was. I thought it might be a grass spider or a wolf spider, but Angie sent me a message saying it was a banded garden spider.
Okay.
And some other guy sent me a message saying it was an orb weaver spider, but she was right and he was wrong.
Well, Steve Irwin on the case.
Yeah, that guy's a know-it-all, but he doesn't really know it all.
Oh, sure.
Or much of anything. But I was
say it
really
with
happy
confidence.
that she let me know what it was because it looks really cool. Yeah, check out what a banded garden spider is on
Are they
Google Images.
Poisonous to humans?
I don't believe so. I didn't actually read up on it. I just looked at cool pictures of him.
Speaking of bugs, Cole, I've got a wasp's nest.
Yeah, you want me to kill it?
Yeah.
Is it in?
I think I got poison in my car.
Is it in the?
I think it'll be dark soon. I love killing fucking wasps.
Yeah, that'd be awesome because I tried to hit it with some Menards fucking off-brand.
Like Black Flag.
No,
stuff?
it wasn't even Black Flag.
Well, I
It
mean, you
was-
said off-brand, but that's what it's supposed to be like.
yeah.
That crap.
But because it shoots 20 feet, and I hit the nest, but they're still flying around. So
Did you do it during the day or after dark?
during the day?
You have to do it after
Yeah,
dark. when
follow
they're
the
all in the nest.
instructions.
How the fuck am I supposed to read instructions?
That's why.
With
That's
your
why your whole
eyes?
basement looks all fucked up because you probably started doing shit without knowing how to do it.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly.
Dis.
Hey, that's all.
You don't even flush the toilet.
I did. I told you it was guests that come over.
Yes.
All the time.
It's Cole.
And maybe it was Cole that didn't flush it from last time you were here.
You know that's not true. I went and found a towel so I could wash my hands too, because you didn't have no fucking towels down there.
It's my bad. Nobody's here, Cole.
I am.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That's true. So yesterday, went to my mom's house. My sister was in town, so we were trying to clear out some stuff from the backyard and put it on the curb since it's cleanup pickup week. So we were putting out all sorts of lawnmowers and weed whackers and just junk from back there. And there's so much. This one guy pulled up, and he ended up pulling one of the chairs from the pile and sitting in it. And I think he was maybe selling things to people while we were going back into the yard and putting things on the curb.
Like he was selling things to people
That was in our junk pile for garbage, I think, because he was there for a good 2 hours, just sitting in this chair. And he claimed that some guys had put some stuff in a pile, in the neighbor's parking space. We're like, well, that can't be there. So after that guy got out, he claimed he was watching the stuff for these people until they got back. And then he just kept grabbing stuff and throwing it into his truck. Hey, that looks good. All right, put it in his truck. And once his truck was full, he just left.
Yeah.
And then I moved all that stuff that he was supposedly watching, which I think he maybe sold to a couple guys who said they were coming back. And I just moved it back to the curb to the spot.
He's selling stuff from your property. That's funny. From your
I say more power to him. I don't care. We just were getting rid of it.
Yeah.
Good for him if he made a couple bucks, but...
No, I'm cool. I'm cool with that, too. But, I mean, the least you could do is just take it away.
Yeah.
Done. Because if it doesn't sell, you're just like, I'll just leave it here. Let somebody else deal with it. What a fuck.
An entrepreneur.
I guess so.
Yeah, why not? Take advantage of it.
You were asking about the plum picking, though.
Yeah.
So we went out.
Is that what you and your dad call it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's holding hands and skipping in a field.
That sounds like
we
fun.
took the interstate
Looking at
out
spiders.
Ooh. We took the interstate out to the turnoff to Minokin, and then we headed south on there.
Have you done this plum picking before?
No.
But you knew where to go.
He knew where to go.
Okay.
He knows a guy.
He knows a guy.
He's seen there was these plum bushes off just outside of the property line of this farm.
Okay.
It was in the ditch. It was on the public area side. So we picked a bunch there, and he's like, "Well, we got enough, and because I'm gonna make jelly out of these things." He goes, "We got enough. We got 5 pounds." He goes, "Hey, I wanna check something else out."
Now, wild plums are about the size of a quarter, would you say?
They're slightly bigger than a grape.
Okay, yeah, okay.
You know,
they got a pit inside.
They got a pit inside.
Okay,
that's still like a quarter.
So
whatever.
We were gonna go head home. He goes, "Hey, I want to check something out." So we went down to this private land that the public can hunt on.
Okay.
Like Plots land.
Huh?
Plots? Was it Plots
It's
land?
a plot.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an area that they designated for plots. Public something or other. You can hunt on it.
Yeah.
So he drove us down there, and he's like, "I think there's some plums here." There was so many more, and they were so much better than the first stair. It's kind of by Moffett, and there was so many more there, and they tasted so much better than the first spot we went to. We picked a whole bunch out there. I was surprised that there was absolutely no wildlife there.
Oh,
I
chowing down the
all
plums?
the deer died last summer.
Yeah, because I ran
around
into
here.
it.
And yeah,
You killed the one.
I killed the
The one
deer.
plum-eating deer.
You know what? Good.
And
Good. Fuck them deer.
But I was surprised there was no birds at all. Because not only with the plums, there was these little black sorts of berries. Like they look like choke cherries, but they're much softer, and they have like a green inside that kind of stains your hands.
Deadly nightshade.
And then there was some buffalo berries there too, but there was absolutely no wildlife at all there.
Well, they know it's poison.
So many berries. And so many plums.
Is this a new hobby of yours to make jellies? Because you were doing that with
We did it with the
choke cherry, or kind of tried to make a jelly and then syrup or something.
You know what? Breaking up with my girlfriend has been one of the best things for just trying new things.
Yeah, all right.
So I'm just like, you know what?
Maybe you'll find a new woman with this new hobbies.
My pop brought some, let me have some wild plums like 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. And I was like, do you know where these are from? And he's like, well, yeah, your mom's friend gave them to us. I was like, but do you know where she got them?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, but I know where you can find some.
Okay.
And it's like, I'd like to try to make jelly out of this.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give that a shot tomorrow night.
Okay.
It's gonna take, with the choke cherries, the pain in the ass is they're so small. Picking them is the biggest pain in the ass. Right. But then actually making them takes like no time at all. With the plums, picking them is easy because they're so big. But the big pain in the ass is actually making it, because I'm gonna have to cut every one in half and pull the pit out of each and every one.
I wonder.
So it's gonna take me twice as long.
They make like a cherry pitter or whatever. I wonder, since they're smaller. Yeah.
How big is the pit? About the size of a cherry pit?
It's bigger. It's not quite as big as the pit that you get in a plum in the store, but it's.
Then I think your idea is just smash them, squish them, and then pick out, or then you could just run it through a strainer or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
but I don't know.
But Cole does have access to pectin, which explains the pee that he's leaving in the toilet.
Makes a lot of sense. It's all coming together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's his jelly.
I feel like the wildlife, Cole, that you haven't seen has been in my yard.
Oh.
So the other morning, I come out of the house, and I was taking the garbage out to the curb, and I just hear this fucking squawking in the tree. I mean, and I was thinking, this has got to be those fucking.
Was it your
morning
neighbor?
doves. No.
Was it Grenda from next door, the 90-year-old lady?
Fuck that bitch. I got some words with her too.
Jeez.
Taylor's on one today.
Yeah,
I am. You'll hear about it. So I hear this fucking squawking, and I'm thinking, like, what the fuck is this bird, man? And it sounded big.
Was it a blue jay?
It was a fucking blue jay.
I had one in the tree yesterday, and I heard that same annoying squawk. I was like, your girlfriend's not here. Get out of here. It's just, ah!
It's exactly what it is.
But it does sound very similar to those mourning doves.
Well, that's what I thought, but I had never heard a mourning dove make that noise before.
It's similar,
doves,
though.
It's so funny because you hear mourning doves, and it's always that ooh, ooh, you know, at night, that classic prairie sound. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, that's not the noise that they always make, because sometimes they'll do that.
Exactly.
Like, fuck you, bird. And then I saw a woodpecker.
Oh.
And like, you come near this house again.
Mm-hmm.
I will take that saw and cut you in half.
Wow.
But also, Cole, this tree now bears fruit.
Okay.
So I want to know what fruit you guys think it is.
Oh, there's fruit on it.
We'll take a little break here in a little bit just to find out what it is.
Sure.
And Cole will taste it, and we'll find out. Because I really like to know.
Okay. I'm curious.
So tell me why, and I'm not being dumb here. Well, I'm being dumb, but why do you have to fucking hit the wasp nest in the dark?
Because in the daytime, the wasps leave to go, like,
forage
or whatever, and bring shit back to the nest. At night, they all return to the nest.
Okay.
And they are inactive after dark. So you hit it when all of the wasps are in there. Yeah. So you can kill all of them in one shot. If you do it during the day, there's a whole bunch of them that aren't in the nest.
I figured that residual goo would just kill them, but
You'd think if they keep flying in the hole, they'd get it on them.
Yeah.
Too. I think, but Cole's correct. The nighttime is when you're supposed to hit it.
All right. Well, let's see if he's got some black flag and.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got 2 cans of Raid in the trunk of my car.
Are they a big fan of Henry Rollins?
I've never heard of black flag poisoning.
Oh, really?
I know what Raid is.
It's basically the same thing.
Yeah.
That'd be a funny.
But
TikTok,
if I have that, the sun should go down in half an hour. We'll kill it before the end of the.
Have you tried kindness?
Yeah. Did you try killing it with kindness?
I should do that to my neighbor. Just kill her with kindness. Actually,
do you want me to shoot your neighbor with Raid? I'll wait until after dark.
From 20 feet away.
She's a witch, dude. She'll fuck you up.
Tell me why you're so mad at your neighbor.
No, so the other day, I come home for lunch, you know, I let the dogs out, do their thing, and Gunda was checking her mail.
Uh-huh.
And she opens the door, and I say, "Hey, Gunda," and she gave me one of these.
Away with you?
Yeah.
She just...
She's like, I'm like, "Fuck you, bitch."
Well, it's fair.
That was it?
Finger, but,
I think I would prefer the finger.
It would be funny. It would be funny if I had a 90-year-old neighbor and I said hello and she just fucking flipped me off.
Classic.
I can't wait till
Classic.
I'm old enough to fake being senile and just.
And it's all because of my fucking dirt van, man, that was parked in front of her house that didn't allow the ice to melt.
Oh, yeah.
That was my fault.
Give it time.
Big deal. Big deal. All right, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna let Cole eat this fruit. We'll see what happens.
I don't know if I'm gonna eat it.
All right.
That's...
It really is. I gotta say.
I'm
glad to know that my bee problem could be done by tonight.
Yeah. I do have poison. It's right here next to me, and and do you see my shirt that I'm wearing? It's a yellow and brown shirt that I can camouflage myself in with the wasps, so I look like one of them.
I once had a
and I'm gonna fuck this hive up.
I once had a friend that he must have had a wasp nest somewhere around his property.
Uh-huh.
And we went up to his house once, and they were fucking everywhere, in the house, out of the house. I said, "Adam, we should not. This is different, Adam.
Well,
we should take care of these bees." He's like, "They're pollinators." I'm like, "Pollinators?"
He's correct. They are, but they're also jerks.
No!
They are.
Well, were they bees or were they hornets or wasps?
They're hornets and wasps. They do not pollinate.
Then they were not pollinators.
Yes, they are.
They were pieces
do you know what
of
they
shit.
do? Do you know what they eat?
Garbage.
Meat.
No, they eat exactly. They eat meat. So when you put out a wasp trap,
put a piece of meat upside down
yes,
to fall into whatever.
You should use meat rather than sugar water. And I was really surprised to hear that.
So that tree on your property, it's some kind of pear tree.
Yeah, I knew it.
And that shit is not ripe. That shit was bitter.
Well, wait until it gets a little cooler and then it'll start ripening up.
Which was fun.
Yay!
Yeah, you did.
You can make some jelly out of them.
I don't think I'd want to make pear jelly. Maybe a pear pie.
Never had pear jelly. It could be delicious.
Apple pie with pear in it.
You can shove them up your ass.
I don't care what you plan to do with them. But...
if you want. I mean, live your life.
There's healing powers in them, I'm sure.
Got ass.
What is it? What was it from the very first Rick and Morty episode? The mega fruit that he shoved up his butt to make him smart.
God. I wish there was a fruit that did that for me.
Yeah, you haven't found the one yet?
I've tried many banana.
Try a pineapple.
That's why the Cavendish banana
try a pineapple.
went extinct. The pineapple? I saw this video, or no, it was some pictures on Reddit where he's fucking dumb. I forget what the fuck it was that they pulled out of this guy's ass. And they all, were standing next to it, for a picture. They had it was their trophy. You know, hey, look what we yanked. I forgot what the fuck it was. It was something huge, though. And ridiculous, but it's look what... But the funniest part about it was them all posing next to it,
a giant fish.
Yeah. Look what we fished out of this guy's ass. Well, good for you guys.
In the stories, they make it sound bigger than it actually was.
I went to so it was Negroni weekend.
Okay.
And I came across this TikTok. It was from a
like Negroni.
It's a drink.
It's a drink.
Yeah.
Now, nobody ever heard of it until a few years ago, and then some main character in some TV show started drinking it, and
that could be
everyone wants it now.
Negroni. It's not that water or something.
No,
is
it's
it?
Anthony Bourdain.
Okay.
He was the one the video that I had seen.
Oh, okay.
Is he had said that you take Campari.
Mm-hmm. Say
Campari.
Campari. Okay.
Yep, it's like that orange liqueur.
Okay.
With sweet vermouth and gin. And it had got me kind of curious about it because I've always wanted to try Aperol and as well as Campari. You know, I wanted to try both of these beverages out because I've seen them all the time at these liquor stores and whatnot. And so we went. Jeffrey's just turned 21, my kid brother. So I took him out to Blarney Stone because he wanted to eat there. He doesn't drink. But then we went to, and I said, hey, let's go up to the Speakeasy since we parked in the parking garage over there. And I said, I want to try this Negroni out. And apparently it's Negroni week and whatnot. So I got to drink a Negroni at this place. And it's not that great.
It doesn't. It's a bitter cocktail.
It's very
it
bitter.
says.
I would think so.
It's good.
Even with the sweet vermouth is bitter. Gin is fucking dog shit.
Well, it says it tastes herby, a bit rooty. Think licorice root.
No, I did not catch any of that.
Yeah.
But I would say yes, very bitter.
And what did you have to spend on it to buy one?
At the Speakeasy, probably in $15.
Close, 12.
Yeah.
But tip, yeah, 15. So I just want to try it out, see what it was all about.
Why not?
And then we went. So last night we went out to. We had those gift cards from the Larks games because I buy those glasses every year for my beer.
Oh, okay.
And we went to. We get Laughing Sun gift cards, and so we went there to use them up. And we had some barbecue and it was good. And then I guess I don't have any negative to say. Oh, I do have some negative thing to say. I guess my only complaint about this is Cole doesn't like coleslaw. I do.
Okay.
I enjoy coleslaw.
Sure.
Coleslaw to me is a standard fucking thing that comes with any barbecue. It doesn't matter.
Tends to be. It seems.
Doesn't matter. Like if I order barbecue ribs with a side of mashed or potato salad, it's gonna come with fucking coleslaw regardless.
Sure. Okay.
Coleslaw should never be an extra. It should just come with your fucking meal. So I was a little pissed that it didn't because I do enjoy coleslaw after a nice fatty piece of brisket.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'd much rather have potato salad than coleslaw.
Okay, but I'm just
But
saying.
you're not a fan of coleslaw.
Well, exactly. But here's my deal, Cole. You've been in the industry once or twice. When a plate hits the table, is that it? Is it garbage now? Or could you take that plate to the other table that it was supposed to go to?
Oh, it's supposed to be garbage, but yeah, I fucking if no one's touched it, I would take it to the
Okay, I was just curious because I kind of felt like a dick because they've got their whole system out there for the public to look at. You know, you've seen it there at Laughing Sun.
Yeah.
And I went to the bathroom. I came back, and Deanne said, "I don't think this is ours." I looked at it, and it was pulled pork topped with mac and cheese. Or mac and cheese topped with pulled pork, whatever. I'm like, nope, that's not ours. So I went up to the lady, and I pointed at her screen. I'm like, all right, now you see this? I'm not trying to tell you how to do your job, but I'm gonna.
But I
sounded like a total dick.
I didn't say that to her. I just said, hey, miss, I just want to let you know that I think this one's ours, and the one that you brought to our table belongs somewhere else.
Yeah.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Get it out of here. Because I paid however much I paid for mine. Fuck them.
Yeah.
So
I was hoping to have a review today for food. We were gonna try Pardon My Cheesesteak, which is like one of those pop-up places in Peacock, just like Mr. Beast Burger was there.
Yeah.
So yeah, but they were closed on Sunday.
Oh, Peacock Alley is.
I didn't think Peacock maybe Peacock is,
pretty
but
sure it is.
yeah, we tried to order and they were closed, so we couldn't
Have
do
you
it
tried the
today.
Mr. Beast?
I never tried. I don't even know if that's an option anymore through there, because they also had, what was it, Chef Irvine's American Heroes or something.
Have you heard about these places, Cole?
Yeah, you told us about
These
it
ghost
on the cast
kitchens?
once.
Yeah. So I was curious on this one. My mom wanted to try it, and we're like, oh, all right, we'll give it an order, and then
So
couldn't
if
do
people
it.
don't know what we're talking about, if you're a new listener or something, Mr. Beast, the YouTuber, came up with this idea to like sell his burgers out of existing restaurants. So like it could be a local restaurant or it could be out of the back of a Sonic or something like that. He pays them a small percentage, and then people call in and get the food, but then he gets all the rest of the money.
It's kind of like a franchising operation for existing restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I believe Mr. Beast Burger has a physical location.
very
now.
well, but I explain it as best as I can.
So here's my deal, though. I would love to go to another city.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no way,
to
there's
see
no
how
way
many
there's
more options there are.
No, but there's just no way that there's a quality control in place, for something like
Oh,
that.
you mean try it here, try it there.
As you were saying, like at the Peacock, they might cook it on a grill, whereas at a Sonic, they might cook it at a flat top, or somewhere else they might cook it on one of those little, those little pizza ovens, like how they
a burger.
They do it at Burger Time. They put it on a.
PK also does that.
They put it on a little conveyor belt that goes through a heated oven.
Sure.
And it just cooks for a certain amount of time, and then it's done.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can't control how that burger is cooked.
Unless you.
It's just the novelty of you get to say you ate a Mr. Beast burger.
I was saying that they did make a physical location, and I believe it's at the Mall of America.
For Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast.
And that's the thing
cool.
about like Denny's too. That's why their food is so good, but it's also so shitty for you, is they don't use like a cooking oil on their flat tops. They just, after they cook the bacon, they save the bacon grease and they cook everything in bacon grease. If you're a vegan, you cannot go to Denny's.
Yeah, but that's
There's
classic style. That's
in
just
there.
like what grandmas would do. There's save your
Uncle
grease.
Grandma.
Yeah. Good old Uncle Grandma.
There was okay, Cole. I know you and I have had our odds with Laughing Son's beer. We haven't really.
I finally found the ones that I like.
Sure.
It just took fucking 12 years, 15 years.
So I'm a big fan of pretty much all. I know you're not a fan of sour beer, but I'm a big fan of pretty much all their sour beers.
Mm-hmm.
There's Space Probes, and then there are various flavors on that. There are various variations on it, and I really like them. So last night I was there, and they had one called Grandma's Cupboard, and
Just like a small batch kind of one?
I think so. It's a smaller one.
I mean,
but
I guess
think
they're all
the idea
technically
of it
small
is,
batch, but
like if you open up Grandma's cupboard, it's got all these spices, smells, and stuff. And
it's like a waft of dust comes out at you.
smells like
mothballs.
But it's funny.
Yeah.
So I told Deanne what I was drinking, and we had gone to another bar last night, and she goes, we were talking to the bartender there, and she said, "What was that beer you ordered? Grandpa's Basement?"
Even better.
I'm like, ooh, no, not that.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to give a shout out for that beer though, because it was a dark beer, and my problem with dark beers is they're never very effervescent. They're never very fizzy.
Okay.
They just don't have enough fizz for me. And
I'm glad he said they're never very fizzy, because I didn't know what effervescent mean.
Oh,
effervescent.
Effervescent. See, I don't even know the word.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not very. I mean, they're very flat usually. I mean, that's just how they are.
Sure.
But this one was a dark brew that had a lot of fizz to it, and I really enjoyed it. So, shout out to them, because that's another beer that they're just gonna take off the menu. Because who the fuck wants to drink something called that? Name your things better. Just call it.
Do you think they
fizzy dark beer?
Do you think they just pull it off the menu for a while and then create this exact same beer and just rename it?
Why wouldn't you? I mean, nobody's gonna say shit. And then, but then the guy that was behind the counter was trying to snob me. Like, he's trying to tell me, like, "Well, have you tried this one?" I'm like, "Yeah, that one sucks." Well, a lot of people like it. I'm like, "Oh,
well, so that person's not me."
Good for them.
Yeah.
And then he was saying that he was a strawberry wheat guy, and I'm like,
I've tried their strawberry wheat.
I'm not a fan.
I'm making the jerk off motion right now.
I'm not a big fan of that one, but the Grandma's Cupboard and any of their sour beers are good by me. So that's my review.
All right, cool.
Good.
I wish I had one for you.
That's okay.
I got to, after we were done plum picking, I was like, shit, it's like fucking,
plum picking with Dan.
I'm like, shit, it's like fucking 6:30 and I haven't eaten today.
You had plums!
And I was like, yeah, I had a couple plums, that's true. I was like, you know where I haven't been forever? The
Schlotsky.
China Garden.
Oh.
And I was like, I always get the same thing there. It's so good. It's the curry chicken.
It's good.
And
It
I was
is
like,
good.
I'm going to switch it up and try something different. I'm going to get the cashew chicken. And you want to know what?
It was good.
My mom's cashew chicken is 100 times better than
Oh, but was it good?
that. It filled me up.
Listen, I have your mom's phone number, and I'm going to invite myself over. I'll be like, hey, I just want to know if it'd be cool for me to come over for family supper. Cole rants and raves about kitchen. God, I never say it. Chicken cacciatore.
No.
No.
Chicken
Yes.
cacciatore. If she tells me, like, if she calls me, because I always show up to supper on Sundays.
Have you ever just left when you found out what the food was?
I have. But if there has been a few times where she'll call me and be like, "Are you coming?" It's like, I come every week, you know. And she's like, "Are you coming?" I'll be like, "Yeah. What are we having?" And she'll be like, "Chicken cacciatore." I'll be like, "Oh, you know what? Never mind. I'm not gonna come." But I have walked in and she's like, "Oh, I'm so hungry. What are we having?" And she'll be like, "Fish chowder." I was like, "I gotta go." I've done that. The fish chowder is.
Gotta go.
Yeah, and I did. I went to Schlotsky's.
I've gotta go.
Yeah, I'm not gonna eat that, and she knows it. She made that shit.
Why doesn't she make you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for Cole?
I don't like peanut butter.
Oh!
I don't. Peanut butter sandwiches are the sandwiches of lazy mothers who don't want to make a grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't argue that logic.
Probably.
I'm sorry. I know it's tough being a parent, even though I'm not a parent. You know, sometimes you don't got the time, but
Fuck you.
there's no effort in a peanut
There's
butter.
no excuse either,
Peanut butter
is there?
jelly sandwich. The only peanut butter I keep at my house is for I keep it just in case I need to put mouse traps in my garage.
All right, I'm going to ask Adam here. He's a dad.
Okay.
When's the last time you or a member of your immediate family in your household has had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich?
I would say not this year. Last year I was making Cole, Logan's had quite a few peanut butter and jellies. That's like
but
a
he
standard.
has to make them himself,
Yeah,
right?
that's him on his own, right?
He'll make them or I'll make them, but we've been having him make his own now. But
Good. I'm glad you're teaching your kid to fucking make his own food because I think there's a lot of kids that don't know how to cook shit.
Oh well, he fakes it because he knows how to do a lot of stuff, but he's still a kid who wants us to do it for him. It's that laziness of that age. Just like you do it better. Yours is so good when you make it. I'm like it's the exact same thing. I probably do like 3 times as much jelly as he would.
See, he doesn't know the ratios yet,
Yes,
and that's why yours are better at it.
Oh, thank you. I've been making grilled cheese sandwiches lately with 2 slices of American cheese and 1 slice of Swiss. And that, like, Swiss makes a world of difference.
You know what I like to do?
It's so good.
Did I review?
You know what I like to do? Grilled cheese with bacon and tomato.
Oh, well.
Did I
Oh,
review?
that tomato slices though. That you don't even have to put the bacon on the tomato slices.
I've done the. Do you season the tomato slices a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, a little bit.
Salt
little
them
bit
or
of salt
something.
and
Just
a little bit of pepper.
Yeah.
I did a little garlic.
I agree. It's delicious. But it gets a little slidey.
Did I review? No, I don't think I did. The mac and cheese place.
Oh, I heart mac and cheese.
Yeah, I think
I've been wanting to try it.
No,
and
I don't think I did on here.
I don't remember unless you did it without me here.
So you'll like this, Cole. Deanne, a couple Saturdays ago, I was at work, and Deanne said, or actually I had suggested to her because she wanted to go. She likes the condom wraps over at the Thai food place, and that's what she wanted. So on my lunch break,
spring rolls for people who don't know.
Condom wraps.
So she texts me. She said, "Hey, I'm gonna come pick you up from work from lunch. We're gonna go get some condoms." And I said, "Cool." We go there, and they're one of those restaurants that shut down for a couple hours in between lunch and dinner.
Okay.
And I had like a weird lunch break that day at 3:00, and I'm like, "God damn, fuck!" And Deanne was pissed. She's like, "You didn't look into this?" I'm like, "What did I do?"
I really wanted.
This is your
I really
idea.
wanted to eat some non-lubricated condoms.
So anyway, I said, "I'm sorry." I said, "We haven't tried the mac and cheese place yet. You want to check that out?" And reluctantly, she said, "Fine." And so we go over there.
It wasn't what you wanted, so yeah.
It isn't what you want. But we walk in there, and it's set up a lot like Quiznos. Like, it reminded me a lot of Quiznos, actually.
Okay.
And so you can build your own macaroni and cheese. They have their options on the board.
Is it like you could have your basic mac and cheese for this price, every other topping you add $1
Yeah.
or something like that?
Kind of, yeah. So the lady asks, she says, what do you want? and I said, I don't know.
I want some food, bitch. That's what I'm here.
Nah,
what do you recommend?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, I've never been here. What's good? And she gave me some bullshit. She's like, well, it's a macaroni and cheese and pulled pork sandwich has like a bunch of cheese on it, grilled cheese. I said, whatever, fine. I sit down.
I don't want mac and cheese on a sandwich.
Dude, no, I don't either.
Hold on.
I don't want it on a pizza.
Bruno's pizza.
Oh, well.
Macaroni and
hold
cheese.
Okay, hold
guys.
on. Okay,
hold on.
We're holding on.
Because this came like 98% close to blowing my balls off. This was fucking incredible.
Okay.
And they also have like a grilled cheese and soup or a option as well. That's what Deanna had gone with. And it's going to be one of those places that's going to be nice to go to in the winter. You want a really heavy meal.
Yeah.
Because I had the sandwich and I had a couple of tater tots. I couldn't finish the tater tots because the sandwich
I
was
was
so
just thinking
big.
about. That sounds awful. It's too hot and too heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right.
But seriously,
come December, I'll probably be first in line.
Well, let's check it out because seriously, they've got that down. It was so good.
Okay, I will try based on your recommendation, but I do want to just try their mac and cheese
by itself.
Because I want to know if they're nailing the mac and cheese, which is their title of their restaurant. They better be nailing that, because if you were just getting that pulled pork flavor
mac and cheese and more.
Oh.
Which is the grilled cheese. The grilled cheese is
okay.
really good too.
Yeah.
They had a fucking thing to butter the bread. It's like this little roller thing that they stuck the.
That's key.
That's nothing. That's
I've never seen that. I know it's probably nothing, but all right.
Did they have little steps so you could look through the glass and watch them make your food?
They asked if I wanted one. I said, I'm tall enough, thank you.
Oh, I got an update text while we were here.
Let's hear it.
The guy did sell stuff to a couple. That pile that was set over to the side, he sold it to them for $40, and they came back to my mom's house asking for their stuff. And she explained to them that was all giveaway stuff on the curb, and they seemed to accept that.
Oh my god! And they gave him $40.
Yeah.
And he just took off.
Yeah.
Did they get their shit?
No, because I put it back on the curb, and I looked. The stuff that I had put back on the curb I drove by today was gone.
Oh shit, dude!
You know,
Scam.
What a fucking.
He got away. I don't know if he sold more to other people, but hopefully they took whatever he sold to them right away.
I'm gonna do that all weekend, or all week. Just go around
and prop yourself next to the pile. And
that's actually the best story we've had on the podcast tonight.
God, that's great.
Fucking awesome.
What a guy.
So you said that you have to leave right when we're done casting.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to stick around and watch me go Vladimir Putin on some fucking Hornets?
Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm supposed to go and reorganize the pile of junk that's in front of the house.
Hey, I've got some shit out here.
It's stacked.
If you want to try to sell it. That is so fucking funny, though. Like, he just scammed him. I mean,
kind of. I mean, the merchandise was there.
It was
but
there.
He made it seem like he lived at the house because he sat in that chair and was like, hey, check this out. Whatever.
Selling all this stuff.
It's...
But for $40, like, and he sat out there for 2 hours.
Oh, you got a big ass moth over there. That was awesome.
That's $20 an hour.
That's true.
Don't think about it.
That guy made way more than minimum wage.
Yeah. And again, he might have sold more stuff that was sitting there.
Shit.
Good for him.
I guess.
Bad for the people who... But they came back the next day for it, too.
Okay, so here's a word of the wise to all the listeners out there. If you're out there this weekend or this week and you see people on the side of the road that are selling stuff, ask them if they live there.
Yeah. You live here? Well, yeah, I do.
You might be, but seriously.
Yeah.
Like, but I guess, like, now is the time that things are kind of either way. Like, you're looking at, is this a yard sale? Is this a cleanup week situation? Like,
but this is all, well, I mean, the pile looked like it was an after rummage sale, put it all on the curb kind of stuff. It was a variety of just crap.
Oh, you know what I found? So Adam and I have been flipping stuff, Cole.
Like crazy.
It was kind of funny. We were driving up for breakfast after the Ugly Box store today.
Yep.
We were going up Washington, and there was a house just north of your ma.
Okay.
That had right up against Avenue C. That had a bunch of shit out on her little retaining wall there, and she said, "Free."
Yeah.
So I looked over, and I saw a hat, and I saw an NDSU fighting suit foam finger.
Uh-huh.
And I jumped out of the car.
Ooh.
And I said, I unbuckle, and I said, "Deanne, drive around the block." I jump out of the car. She said, "What are you doing?" I didn't give her any.
Tuck and roll!
So I got out. I snagged it. I listed it. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It said NDSU or UND.
Yeah, sorry, UND
fighting Sioux.
Yep.
You're gonna get money for that because those people went nuts when
That's
they
what I
changed the name.
thought.
When they changed the name of the mascot.
That's what I thought.
And this person's probably like, this team doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I think you're gonna.
It's
It
was
stupid
free.
foam finger, and someone's gonna pay way more money than it's worth.
Well, if you got it for nothing, so anything that you get
If
is
they paid $5 for it,
profit.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
cool.
Sweet.
There you go.
We better do some more curb shopping then.
I like your thinking.
Yeah.
All right, for this week's edition of Comic Can Coozie,
I'm Cole.
I'm Adam.
and we're gonna go kill some wasps.
Yeah.
White Anglo-Saxon